The village of Chandpur sat quietly beside the broad brown waters of the Meghna River, tucked between endless paddy fields and narrow dirt paths. Banana trees swayed gently in the morning wind, and the smell of damp earth filled the air. It was here that a boy named Ratul grew up, restless, bright-eyed, and burning with a fire he had not yet learned to control. He was only 12 years old, but inside him lived a storm that would either destroy his life or transform it forever. Ratul was the eldest son of a fish trader named Karim and a schoolteacher named Nasreen. From his father, he inherited fierce energy. From his mother, a sharp mind. But together these gifts made him react before he could think. He sprinted instead of walking, argued instead of listening, and spoke before understanding. His emotions controlled him, not the other way around. Every morning, Ratul helped his father at the fish market, sorting hilsa, arranging catfish, shouting prices to customers. But patience never stayed long. One day, an elderly woman examined several fish and walked away without buying anything. Frustrated, Ratul snapped at her. His father said nothing. He only placed a firm hand on Ratul's shoulder. That silence hurt more than anger ever could, because deep down, Ratul knew he had lost control. At school, things weren't much better. When classmates teased him, his anger exploded instantly. One afternoon, during a kabaddi game, an older boy mocked him. Ratul attacked. The fight was quick, violent, and pointless. Later, sitting by the river with a split lip and scraped hands, Ratul felt something worse than pain: regret. He had won the fight, but lost something inside himself. That evening, his mother sat beside him quietly. She handed him warm ginger tea and said softly, "A man who cannot rule himself will never rule his life." Ratul looked down. "I don't try to get angry," he whispered. "It just happens." His mother nodded. "I know," she said. "That's exactly the problem." The next morning, she sent him to meet someone who would change everything. At the edge of the village lived an old man named Dada Hassan. He was sitting beside a pond watching ducks glide across the water. He asked Ratul one simple question. "When a stone falls near a duck, what does it do?" "It moves away," Ratul replied, "then returns." Dada Hassan nodded. "It does not attack the stone. It adjusts." Then he asked, "When life throws stones at you, what do you do?" Ratul had no answer, because he already knew the truth. He always attacked the stone. Days later, Dada Hassan taught him something simple, something powerful. He called it the pause. "When anger rises," he said, "don't react. Breathe. 4 seconds in. Hold. 4 seconds out." "It sounds too simple," Ratul said. Dada Hassan smiled. "So does planting a seed. But everything grows from it." Ratul began practicing. When his sister broke his pen, when customers insulted his father, when classmates laughed at him, each time the anger rose. But this time, he breathed. It felt unnatural, uncomfortable, but slowly, he began to feel something new: control. At the school debate competition, Ratul stood confidently. But suddenly, another student mocked his accent. The anger came instantly, hot, sharp, dangerous. The old Ratul would have exploded. But this time, he paused. He breathed and continued speaking calmly. When he finished, the room erupted in applause. He didn't win first place, but he had won something far greater: himself. Weeks later, Ratul argued with his father. Harsh words were spoken. He lost control again, and this time, the regret came faster, because now he knew better. Ashamed, he went to Dada Hassan. "I failed," Ratul said. Dada Hassan nodded. "Good." Ratul looked confused. "Because now," the old man said, "you know how to rise again." Ratul returned home. His father was repairing fishing nets. Ratul sat beside him quietly. "I'm sorry," he said. No excuses, no defense, just truth. His father placed a hand on his head, and in that silent moment, something healed. Then came the monsoon. The river flooded. Homes were lost. Fear spread everywhere. Two men began fighting over whose family to help first. Ratul stepped between them, calm, steady. "We help everyone," he said, "but only if we work together." And somehow, they listened. Because for the first time in his life, Ratul wasn't controlled by emotion. He controlled it. Ratul didn't become perfect. He still felt anger, fear, frustration. But now he had something he never had before: space. A space between emotion and action. And inside that space lived choice. One evening, Dada Hassan told him, "Anger is not your enemy. Fear is not your enemy. They are messengers. The enemy is losing control." Ratul sat beside the water, breathing slowly, listening, understanding. He had finally learned the secret. Years later, whenever life became difficult, Ratul returned to the river. He watched the water flow, sometimes calm, sometimes wild, but always moving forward. He breathed, 4 seconds in, hold, 4 seconds out, and remembered, emotions are not your weakness. They are your power, but only if you learn to pause, because your river is always flowing. The question is, are you controlling it, or is it controlling you?